All that shortly, but first to some breaking developments coming in. Indian Air Force's AN-32 aircraft has gone missing with 13 people on board. That's the latest that's coming in. The aircraft took off from the Jorhat base at 12:25 hours for Mechuka Advance Landing Ground. The aircraft last contacted ground agencies at 1300 hours, but the aircraft did not reach the destined airfield, after which action was initiated by the Indian Air Force. A Sukhoi 30 combat aircraft and C-130 special operation aircraft have been deployed to locate the missing plane. Let's get in further details now from our correspondent Siddhant Sibul. Siddhant, what's the latest that you can share with us at this point?
Well, Molly, it has been nearly 3 hours since the AN-32, which is a transport aircraft, went missing. It was basically going from Jorhat in Assam to Mechuka, which is approximately 200 kilometers away. And it had 13 people, 8 were crew and 5 were passengers. And now the Indian Air Force has deployed Sukhoi 30 jets and other aircraft to make sure that there is a search mission which has begun to make sure that this aircraft can be located. But it seems that the Air Force officials I have been speaking to are not very optimistic, though the Air Force has put all its available resources. Remember, the Indian Air Force has roughly 100 AN-32 which were inducted in 1980s, and we know that when it comes to the entire Indian Air Force aircraft in few months, we have seen a lot of unfortunate incidents. This, of course, involves transport aircraft. Earlier incidents involved fighter planes. So clearly this is, of course, a bad news. But right now, search operations underway. But all in all, it seems not a very positive news coming from the front from the northeast.
Right. As far as the sequence of the events is concerned, Siddhant, the initial details that have so far trickled in is that the aircraft took off from Jorhat at 12:25 hours for the Mechuka Advance Landing Ground, and it last contacted ground agencies at 1300 hours. Any further information that you've been able to gather at this point?
Well, right now the focus is to make sure that they can find the exact location of the aircraft. The last such incident happened just a few years ago when a AN-32 went missing when it was going to Port Blair, and the government later on announced that nobody survived that crash. And this time too, it's not very optimistic news coming in. It was exactly 2016 when the AN-32 went missing, disappeared, and now again there is a repetition of this incident with 13 people on board.
Absolutely. We're going to leave it there for the moment, Siddhant. Thanks very much indeed for joining us with those details. So the initial information that has trickled in so far is that the Indian Air Force's AN-32 aircraft is missing with 13 people on board. It's been roughly 3 hours since it was reported missing after having taken off from Jorhat at 12:25 hours. It last contacted ground agencies at 1300 hours, exactly 3 hours ago, but the aircraft did not reach the destined airfield, after which action was initiated. And as per the latest that's also trickling in, a Sukhoi 30 combat aircraft and a C-130 special operation aircraft have been deployed to try and locate the missing aircraft. We'll, of course, keep closely monitoring any update that trickles in on that front.